Hello. Seventh time recording this. If you do not listen to me at this moment, then I will step into your house and steal your GIF and ingest it. Entirely. No, seriously. Look behind you. Fully. Do it now, yeah. If you have now, look back. In fact, look around you. Look in the past. Look in the present. What do you see? Do you see the greater good being pursued, being active in your life and perhaps others' lives? What is the greater good, you ask? A wise teenager once said, "The reason for suffering among all living beings is the unwillingness to sacrifice convenience for well-being, the well-being of them and everyone around them." A teenager? That almost sounds like philosophy, like what Buddha would say. It wouldn't come from a Generation Z type teenager. That's why preposterous. Let me ask you this. What is wisdom? Well, great wisdom comes with great age. Well, I differ because that teenager is I. Another thing that this smart young man said was, apathy is humanity's greatest threat. In order to change the cesspool we are in my opinion, but it is kind of bleak, almost. Not always, not really, but it is messed up. Never mind. You must lack a certain degree of apathy in a certain area of your life, where we are in large conflict due to having a certain degree of apathy in certain areas of our lives. Understand that? Probably. Probably not. But that's okay. Another thing. The lack of perspective, integrity, and acknowledgement will be the downfall of the American society, and perhaps all societies in the here and now and the former. A bit too harsh, don't you think? Well, why don't you ask yourself? Look around you. Process your recollection. See the fallen world we live in? Now, remember, not all of the world is nothing but grim doom and despair. Not all of this world is grim doom and despair. Yeah. Go for a walk outside. Do it. Go on. Take your shoes. I don't care if it's day or night. Go outside. This isn't a joke. Go outside. Come on, go outside. I'm waiting. Okay? If you're out, if you're not out, look at the sun or the moon. Look at the day life or night life of nature. It sort of emulates peace and serenity, doesn't it? Ever wanted your life to be like this more often? That's the thing. Unwillingness to sacrifice convenience over well-being is jeopardizing, infringing that peace and serenity that all humans can attain. It may not be all the time, due to our world being a fallen one. As previously stated, do you lack those key three things? Perspective, the willingness to consider multiple scenarios and multiple sides of a story, and keeping in mind that one side could be right and one wrong. One may not be entirely wrong. One may not be entirely right. In fact, you could utilize both sides in your favor in reaching a better solution or better understanding of a previous or current issue. Integrity. The willingness to be what I call Christ-like. You don't have to call it that, by the way. Really, you don't. Cool. Willing to empathize or sympathize with one another. To do good while no one is seeing. To have an open heart for others externally. Expressing courtesy. Acknowledgement. Not saying what you want to say, but saying what, hear me out. Do not do not tie any of your emotions, just process and being biased. What really, truly is an issue, so that steps can be made to increase the well-being of others. Think in terms of perspective, integrity, and acknowledgement, such as I do. Think like that. Have an open mind, process, and be unbiased. Work and learning must be major priorities in life because they take you farther. Think such as that. Do not fret. That's the time for you to come and understand these things that I say to you depends on age. Stop it. That's a stereotype. Do not worry. Attain a growth mindset, such as I have. You can develop yourself in any skill with thorough practice, conscious learning, and continuous mistakes. If you get what I'm saying, I say to you once again, do not correlate great age with one's capacity to understand one's circumstances. You can learn great things around you at this moment. It's the apathy in that area of life called critical thinking, critical learning, critical understanding. That is also of utmost importance regarding people my age. People need open minds, even though it is of great profit to use the brainwashed minds of mediocre folk. Ultimately, it's a form of slavery, which there are many forms. That, my friends, will be another topic to discuss. I'd like to thank you for listening to this. It's truly a breath of fresh air for a teenager to be what most people call woke, but what I like to call inquisitive. Thank you. Have a nice day. Yay, bye.